welcome to my English Learning YouTube channel. In the previous video, I discussed transformation of sentences from assertive to interrogative and exclamatory vice versa. Today I will discuss interchange of sentences from assertive to interrogative. That means I will discuss that kind of sentences where the pattern of the sentence will be changed but the meaning of the sentence will remain the same. So this type of change of sentence from assertive to interrogative or without changing the meaning is called interchange of sentence. Interchange of sentences from assertive to interrogative. From assertive to interrogative. I hope all those who have viewed the video of the previous class have understood well everything what I explained there. Today also you will be attentive to understand the interchange of sentences from assertive to interrogative. That means the pattern or the form of the sentence will be changed but the meaning will remain the same. So in this regard, what should we do? Here I am writing a sentence. The boy is a student. The boy is a student. This is a very simple sentence and it is in assertive. This is an assertive sentence. If we want to change it into interrogative one without changing its meaning, then we have to make it negative interrogative. In English grammar, if we change a sentence into negative interrogative, then it is said that there occurs no change of meaning. So what will be the correct sentence without changing its meaning into interrogative one? Is the boy not a student? The answer will be, is the boy not a student? This will be an interrogative sentence without changing the meaning of the assertive sentence, the boy is a student. Because if we ask, is the boy not a student? Definitely the answer will be in the assertive. Or that means people will say, yes, the boy is a student. So here is auxiliary verb is, so we have put it before the subject. That is why we have not taken the help of do verb here. Like this, the students read in a reputed school. The students read in a reputed school. I have written here this sentence. This is an assertive sentence. So if we want to transform it into interrogative one without changing the meaning, then we have to make it negative interrogative. So here the verb is here read. There is not an auxiliary verb here. So you have to take the help of do verb. So do will come at first. Do the students not read in a reputed school. Reputed school. This will be an interrogative sentence. We can also write this sentence in this way. Don't the students read in a reputed school? We may put not with the contracted form of do. Here in previous sentence also we can write, isn't the boy a student? So both the form of auxiliaries with contracted form of not are correct. I am giving here some more examples. He can speak English well. He can speak English well. This is also a very simple sentence. He can speak English well. This is also a very simple sentence. So, if we want to change this sentence into interrogative one without changing its meaning, we have to write there is the verb is in the present tense. So, there is can present here. Can is an auxiliary verb. So, we will put can before the subject. Can he speak? Can he speak English well? This will be the interrogative sentence. And we can also say or write like this: can't he speak? Can't he speak English? Speak English well. Here we have to notice one thing, that if we write cannot in a contracted form, then we have to write can't. One N will be omitted from here. Some students make mistake. They write CANNT. It will be not. It will be incorrect. Okay. So there are some repeated sentences like this. You have never seen the Taj Mahal. If we want to change this sentence into interrogative, so how it would be? You have never seen the Taj Mahal. Here you have never seen the Taj Mahal. Here the sentence is in the negative form. So now, if we change this sentence into an interrogative one, we will omit never, and we will write like this: have you ever? In place of never, we will write ever. Have you ever seen the Taj Mahal? Then the meaning will remain the same or intact. So this will be the interchange of assertive to interrogative of the sentence: you have never seen the Taj Mahal. Like this, where there is not present, we will not write the not in interrogative sentence. Then it will be the interchange or change of sentences without changing its meaning. So we can write he does not like tea. He does not like tea. These form of sentences are very important for spoken English. So this is assertive sentence. He does not like tea. See, if we want to make it interrogative, then we have to write does he like tea? We'll omit not from the sentence. Then it will be an interrogative sentence without changing the meaning of it. He does not like tea. Does he like tea? So this gives the stress on the sentence, and thus remains the same meaning according to the grammatical rule. Now we can write some sentences with everybody, nobody. We can write some sentences with everybody, nobody, everyone, no one, like this. So when we write a sentence with everybody, it is an affirmative sentence, assertive affirmative. That means it is a statement with a meaning of affirmation. So I can write it first sentence as everybody has heard of Mahatma Gandhi. Everybody has heard of Mahatma Gandhi. We are very well known to this sentence. We are very acquainted to this sentence. Everybody has heard of Mahatma Gandhi. So if we change it into interrogative without changing its meaning, because we cannot change the meaning of this sentence, because it is quite true for every Indian that we have heard the name of Mahatma Gandhi, because he is the father of nation. So if we want to make it interrogative, then we have to start this sentence with who, and this is in affirmative sentence, so we have to use not here. So we will write who has not heard of Mahatma Gandhi. Who has not heard of Mahatma Gandhi, or who hasn't heard of Mahatma Gandhi. So this will be the interrogative sentence. Mahatma none. I hope you are getting my point, and students of HSLC and HS will be greatly benefited by attending these videos, because this portion of transformation of sentence is directly included in the course of HS English, final year English. So I hope all the students will watch my video with very attention, and they can see and find their need, and even if there is some question, they can ask me by commenting on my channel. Okay, everybody has heard of Mahatma Gandhi. So who has not heard of Mahatma Gandhi? If I write everybody knows Narendra Modi, it is very right for the present time, because Narendra Modi, he is our Prime Minister, present Prime Minister. So everybody knows Narendra Modi. So if we change it into interrogative without changing its meaning, so we should write, who does not know Narendra Modi? Who does not? There is as with no, so we will take the help of does. Who does not know Narendra Modi? This will be interrogative sentence without changing its meaning. Everybody likes a rose, or everyone, we can write everyone in place of everybody. Everyone likes a rose. Everyone likes a rose. So in this sentence we can use like this: who does not like a rose? Who does not like a rose, or like a rose? This is an interrogative sentence without changing its meaning. Everyone likes a rose. Everyone likes a rose. Who does not like a rose? Likewise, we may mention some more examples. Like everybody respects an honest person. Everybody respects an honest person. Everybody respects an honest person. This is a very good sentence, because we have to respect an honest person. It is our moral duty to respect them. So, if we want to make it interrogative without changing its meaning, then we have to write, who does not respect an honest person? Who does not respect an honest person? I hope all of you have understood it well. Now I will write some sentences which contains nobody or no one. Which contains nobody or no one. You see, nobody has seen the wind. Nobody has seen the wind. So this is an assertive sentence with negative meaning. This is an assertive sentence with negative meaning. Nobody has seen the wind, and this is a universal truth. So if we change it into interrogative one, then we have to write who has not seen the wind, because there is nobody, it is in negative, then we have to question it in affirmative. If we question it in affirmative, the meaning will remain the same. So here we will write who has not seen the wind. Who has not seen the wind, or who hasn't seen the wind. So this will be the interrogative sentence. In higher classes, such sentences are asked in the examination. Or we may write in another way. This sentence we may write in another way also. We can use anybody in place of nobody. Then we can bring or we will bring has before the subject. Has anybody seen the wind? Has anybody seen the wind? This will also be a correct sentence in interrogative form. Has anybody seen the wind? So every sentence containing nobody, we can make interrogative by these two ways: by putting who before the subject, or by putting auxiliaries or do verb before the subject. And I am writing some more sentences containing nobody or no one. No one loves a dishonest person. So it is also very important, and it is also true. No one loves a dishonest person. So if we turn it into interrogative, we have to write who loves a dishonest person. Very simple. If we ask some question by using who, direct question, then we do not take the help of auxiliary verb. It is very important to note or remember for students or for everybody. If we ask some direct question, then we never take the help of auxiliary verb with who. So it will be who loves a dishonest person. So answer will be nobody loves a dishonest person. Who loves a dishonest person? Again, we can write in another way, which I have already discussed. Does, there is as with love, so does will come. Does anyone? We can change the sentence into interrogative one in this way. I have already written the sentence on the board. Does anyone love a dishonest person? Does anyone love a dishonest person? So this will be the interchange of no one loves a dishonest person. It will be in interrogative sentence. Again, we can write no man dislikes a rose. So again, we can change it into interrogative without changing its meaning. Who dislikes a rose? Who dislikes a rose? Or we can write, does any man dislike a rose? Does any man dislike a rose? So it will be interrogative sentence. It will be an interrogative sentence. So in this way we can change interchange assertive sentences into interrogative sentences, where the meaning of the sentences will remain intact, no change of meaning. I may write some more sentences for practice now. Number 1, everybody believes in God. Everybody believes in God. Number 2, their glory can never fade. Their glory can never fade. Never fade. These are very important sentences which are often asked in the examination. Frequently asked question. Their glory can never fade. Nobody trusts a liar. Nobody trusts a liar. So this is also an important sentence. So we can, if these sentences are asked to turn into interrogative, then we can never change the meaning, whether it is instructed or not. The first one we have to write, everybody believes in God. So there is everybody. We will write who. We'll start this sentence by using who, and it is in affirmative sentence. That is why we have to take the help of, we have to make it interrogative in negative form. That is why we have to take the help of does here, because there is as we believe. Who does not believe in God? Who does not believe in God? So will be an interrogative sentence. Who does not believe in God? Again, number 2, their glory can never fade. Here can is present. Can is an auxiliary verb, so we can put can before the subject. So can their glory ever fade? Just before I have told you that we use ever in place of never in an interrogative sentence. Can their glory ever fade? Moreover, we can write this sentence in another way. That is a very good sentence and often found in grammar book. When can their glory fade? When can their glory fade? When can their glory fade? This is a very good line from the poem The Church of the Light Brigade, written by Lord Tennyson, half a league onward. So there in this poem, this sentence is written, when can their glory fade? When can their glory fade? That means their glory can never fade. Again, nobody trusts the liar. Here is nobody present. So we have to write, who trusts the liar? If there is nobody, it becomes very easy to question, because we have to ask a direct question. And if we ask a direct question, then we should not use any auxiliary verb. Who trusts a liar? Who trusts a liar? And there is nobody or no one or no man, then we can write in another way also by using anybody. So if we use anybody, then we have to take help of do verb. Here is trust, so we should take the help of does. Does anybody trust a liar? Does anybody trust a liar? Trust a liar. So I have already discussed the interchange of assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. I hope all of you have understood well, and I'll be uploading videos. If I can, I will be uploading every day one video in English, and all of you are requested to view my channel, English Learning Channel by Muhammad Rafiqul Islam. So thank you. It's all for today. Thank you.